So let's now use our k-nearest neighbor classifier for our Wisconsin breast cancer data set. First of all, let's put the data in our orange workbench. Then, so we will pick the Wisconsin breast cancer data set. Let's pick as a model a k-nearest neighbor classifier. Let's use a test score to evaluate our classification. Combine 5 with test score, k-nearest neighbor with test score. Then look for confusion matrix, and for an ROC plot, combine the test score with the confusion matrix and the ROC plot. If you double click into k-nearest neighbor, for example, I have a k-nearest neighbor with 19 neighbors. I can also change this to 5. I can also change the distance measurement, but let's stick with the Euclidean distance for now, and with the uniform weight. If you double click on test score, you can see we achieve a high recall of 0.93 for the cross-validation with 5 folds. If you look at the individual confusion matrix, this is quite a good confusion matrix, and we have only very few misclassified instances. You might have a slightly different result. One of the reasons is that we have a randomization function included in our cross-validation, so it could possibly happen that you have slightly different results in your confusion matrix. Looking at the ROC plot, we can see that this is quite a good performance for classifier. One of the reasons is, so for our data set, a lot of data pre-processing and data cleansing has already taken place. If you look at the false positive rate and the true positive rate, you can see we achieve quite a high area under the curve for this individual classifier. If you want to do some manual hyperparameter tuning, you could, for example, change this here to different neighbors and look at how this affects your confusion matrix. The confusion matrix was slightly affected. We have now cases here. Our misclassified instances went a bit further down, but then we have a further increase here for misclassified instances. So this was somehow the trade-off for changing the hyperparameters. So now please do this, use the same data set and apply the k-nearest neighbor classifier.